Alright guys, so let's go ahead and finish this up. We're debating on which methods to use. Now on this method, I want you guys to notice that we already have x all by itself. So what I would do is I would use substitution and just substitute y plus 2 in for x. This would look like 4 times the quantity of y plus 2 minus 3y equals 11. When I distribute, this would give me 4y plus 8 minus 3y equals 11. Combine like terms to get y plus 8 equals 11. And I would minus 8 on both sides to get y equals 3. Now that you know what y equals, I would go back and just plug it into the top equation. Now Gabe, I'm sure you don't care, but you can plug it in to anyone. And it looks easiest to plug it in right there. That would give me x is equal to 3 plus 2 to give me x is equal to 5. Therefore, my 2 points are 5, 3. Now remember, you could set this up as an elimination problem if you'd like, and you would have gotten the same answer. Alright, so now we have this one, x minus y, x minus y equals 0. You could use substitution or elimination, so some of you might like, oh, I can isolate x really quickly. I'm going to use elimination just because we used substitution last time. So if I multiply, first off, I want to notice that I have a negative 4y and a positive 4y there. So I'm going to multiply this one by 4 to get 8x minus 4y is equal to 0. When I add all these up, these cancel, and I'm sorry, I don't get that many x's, I only get 4x. So those are going to cancel. I'm going to be left with 6x is equal to 18. And when I divide both sides by 6, I'm going to get x equals 3. Now that you know what x equals, you're just going to plug that back in, most likely to the top one because it looks a little easier to plug in. So instead of that x, I'm going to write 3 minus y equals 0. And I'm going to actually add y to both sides just to make it positive. It'll save me one step to get y equals positive 3. So that means then my ordered pair is just 3, 3. Okay. Directions. I want you to define your two variables, and I want you to write a systems of equations for each word problem below. I want you to solve the equations and show all your work. I want you to write your answers in a complete sentence. I'm going to do, let's see, B11, 12. I'm going to go and do the first one with you guys, and then I'm going to let you guys try the rest on your own and in your table groups. So it says tickets for a matinee for children are $5 and $8 for adults. The theater sold a total of 142 tickets. Okay, so let's go ahead and start our first equation. I don't know where I left off at. So I know when I have $5 plus $8, $5 for a kid's ticket, and then $8 for an adult ticket, it's $890. The other one is when it's total amount. When I take the kids' tickets plus the adult tickets, I sold 142. I'd like you guys to pause it right here and begin solving it, and then check your answers with me. Alright guys, you should already be done solving these. And you're just going to check your work with me. When I see this, what I personally want to do is I don't see anything I can eliminate, and these are pretty big numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to solve for one of my variables and use substitution. So let's go ahead and make our little t-chart, and that would look like I would have k plus a equals 142, and then 5k plus 8a equals 890. Alright, so from there, I'm going to make my little t-chart, and I'm going to minus a on both sides to get k is equal to 142 minus a. So now I'm going to use substitution and plop that right there. So I'm going to have 5 times the quantity of 142 minus a plus 8a is equal to 890. I'm going to distribute, and I'm going to get 142 times 5 is equal to 710 minus 5a plus 8a equals 890. When I combine like terms, I'm going to get 3a plus 710 equals 890. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to minus 710 on both sides. And I'm going to get 3a is equal to 180. Which means when I divide both sides by 3, I'm going to get a equals 60. So that means I sold 60 adult tickets. I'm now going to plug in that 60 in for A. And I'm going to scroll down just a little bit. And that'll give me 142 minus 60 is equal to my kids' tickets. So when I subtract those, let me just line them up. It'll be 2, 8. So that means that the total amount of kids' tickets that I sold is 82. Now don't forget it says write it in a complete sentence. You would write, I sold 82 kids' tickets and 60 adult tickets. From there, guys, I want you to do the same thing now for number 11 as well as number 12. I want you guys working in your table groups. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. I'll be walking around. When you're done with all those, you guys may start your homework. If you have any questions, please let me know.